This is Mary Lou Jenkins, and she won Best of Show, Beautiful Piece. Our special Grandmaster table. They are honored, but they don't compete. The first one is Heather Hopman, Nouveau Seahorses. And of course, they don't compete, but we like to highlight them. Now we have Robin Erickson, Bees. Look at the carving of the honeycomb. Very special. The next is mine. It's Rhino, snared rhino. He's done pretty well for himself. I hope you enjoy him. He represents the snaring of rhinos in Africa. Now you're going to be looking at Joyce Campbell's work. Look at that. Look at the fine detail. This is why these are grandmasters. Bryson. This is beading, folks. That horse is beading. Look at it. It's really fantastic. Next, nicely large, beautiful piece is by Patricia Barajas. Look at that. That is something else, isn't it, folks? This is the work of Robert Swenson. You can see, if you look closely, it's got beadwork all over it. Just beautiful, beautiful beadwork. This next is the work of Deborah Lish. It's an eagle. Look at those feathers. Oh my gosh, if you could see this in person, something else. The last of our grandmasters is Daniel Montano. Look at that gorgeous swan. And then the pictures that you see to the left of it, you're going to see it here in a minute. He's showing the process. And there's his picture. You can see the process, which is very interesting. We're starting off with Masters category, second place, Mary Lou Jenkins. First place sculpture, Camille King. It's a dragon. Pretty lovely. Which is Anything Goes. And this is the first place. Look at that gorgeous chess set, Janice Horner. And then this is a third place, Grace Swanson. Isn't that gorgeous? Camille King, again. This was a second place. This is Mary Lou Jenkins. Look at that basketry technique. Masters Category 5, Fiber, Weaving, and Coiling. Second place was Maggie DeLuke. And first place was Camille King. Maggie DeLuke. And then we're going to go to Masters Division, Painted or Colored. And we have Painted Leather Look, Janice Horner. Camille King, Walkabout with My Pet Snail. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
And this is Grace Swanson. Look at that. Gorgeous. And this was a second place. This was third place, I'm sorry. This is second. And a first place, Mary Lou Jenkins. Masters Division, Functional Wearable. So this was a second place by Susan Fuller. Now we have Masters Division, Carved in Filigree. We have Janice Horner with a second place. And we have Bill Wilson with a first place. Look at that filigree. Both of them, excellent work. They're not in Masters for Lesson, huh? Masters Level Playography. This is Smaruti Curse. Look at that. This also got a Judges Award and first place. This is Gervais Ferrier, second place. Now let's summarize the category winners for Masters. So we're going to start off with M1, which is Pyrographics, which was Rudy Cruz. Then M2 for Carving and Filigree is going to be Bill Wilson. And then M4 for Colored or Painted is going to be Mary Lou Jenkins. And then we're going to have M5, Fiber, is going to be Camille King. And then we're going to have M6, which is going to be Anything Goes, Janice Horner. And then we're going to have M7 Sculpture, which is going to be a Camille King. This is Advanced M7 Sculpture. First place is Kathy. So we have a miniature by Stacy Holtz, miniature chicken totem. Miniatures are very nice. That's nicely done, nicely done. And then we have Dom Vinolis, I guess it is. Look at that. Second place is Evie. This is Olive Moore scooped built crane. Very nicely done. Look at that. And it got a third place. Second place, Gretchen Martin, the Kiwi. This is quite whimsical. This is Advanced Division Anything Goes. And this is usually, because it's more broad category. Stacy Holtz, Dragon's Lair. And Dom Vinolis. Look at that work, beautiful. This is a third place, Evie, look at that. Very cute magpies. What a cute idea. And we have Chris Garcia, Gray Owl. And then there is Linda Schaefer, Simple Rose. And then Karen Ederer, Gording's Go for a Ride. Let's get closer, you can see the work. And this is Advanced Division. So, Aaron Latornu, I guess. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Look at that, gorgeous color. And then we have Sylvia Marson, Give a Hoot. Alice Ferris, and then Sherry Hungamore, Berry Garden. Let's get a little closer so we can see that. Here is the first place. This is by Chrissy Miller. This is a resin. You want to see that a little bit better, you can see. And next we have Advanced Division Fiber Weaving Coil. And this is the second place, Stacy Holtz. Let's get close again to see that. And then we have Kathy Agnew got a third place. Let's get closer again so we can see that. This is Best of Division. So this won the Best of the Division. And this is, I think this is Chrissy Miller. I'll see the name on here, but I believe so. And then we have Linda Schaefer. Look at that work, very, very well done. And then we have Painted and Colored under Advanced. So Sherry. And then Dom Vinolis. First place, Painted or Colored, Karen Ederer. And then third place, Chris Garcia, Underwater Fish. And then second place, Olive Moore. Then we have Advanced Division Functional Wearable. We start right here with the Rain Stick by Alice, is it Ferris? And this is a second place. Look at that. Look at that coloration. The first place is by Stacy Holtz. And it's like a children's game with the little chickens. Express yourself. Really have Dom Villas. And then we have Andy Hargrove, which is a judge's choice here. And we have a crossbody bag by Andrea Jansen. I can't open it for you, but it's beautiful inside. Then we have Libby Salvo, got a 3rd place. And then Bridget got a California, they got a Judge's Award. And you can't see it, I can't hold it up, but it's a piece of jewelry. It's quite nice. Next category, Advanced Carved Filigree. And the 1st place winner is Ken Poole. Karen Ederer, 2nd place win. Category 1, Pyography, 1st place, Dom Vinolas. Second place, Ken Poole. Now we're going to summarize all the category winners in advance, starting with Pyography, Dom Vinolas. Advanced Filigree Carving, 1st place, Ken Poole. Advanced Functional, Stacy Holtz, 1st place. Advanced Painted Colored, Karen Ederer, 1st place. 1st place winner, Fiber Weaving and Coiling, Chrissy Miller. This is a 1st place win. Chrissy Miller, Anything Goes Advanced. 1st place, Sculpture Advanced, Kathy Agnew. Intermediate Sculpture is 1st place, Sharon Sianoff, and 2nd place, Kathleen White. And then we have Ducks in Spring, Natalie. And then it says, oh, and then this is Kelly Jo Miller, 3rd place. Oh, that's way up here, that's why. And we're still going, Everything Goes. This is Erwin Bragg. Oh, Erwin, good job. Erwin, really cute. And then we have Peggy Bragg. Oh, that's his wife. And this is a 3rd place. Go, Peggy. Okay, this is going to be good job. Now we're going to have Becky Acosta. Let's try to get a close-up of that so you can see the work. Remember again, this is intermediate. Everything Goes. And then we have Molly Moore. Let's get back so you can see that. Good old Santa. This is intermediate, Anything Goes. And the overall winner for the category is Barbara Arnold. And also, she won for the division. Miradata, 2nd place. So now we're going to the next one, the intermediate division, Fiber Weaving and Coiling. And I believe there's just one in that, or 2 in it. There's Jean Mitchell, which got a 2nd. No, yeah, 2nd. Let's wait, it goes around so you can see that. And then Suki got a 1st. Now we're going to do intermediate painted or colored. This is going to be a big section also. We have Peggy Blessing. And we have Mir Data, who got a 2nd place. Let's try to get him closer. And then we have Jean Mitchell. 1st place was Stacy Day. Let's try to get closer so you can see that work. Nice use of carving and color. And we have Hemmus Pure. I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. I'm really sorry. Let's put it there. Beautiful. Let's try to get closer so you can see the work. And then this is Barbara Arnold. And good color. Judy Garminson, third place. Judges Award, Erwin Bragg. Intermediate functional, wearable, or utilitarian. So we have Cheryl, and in the back, Kelly Jo Miller, Linda Schaefer, first place. Cheryl, third place. We have Sugi, second place, and we have Cheryl, third place. And then we have Vicky Martinez, Turtle Box. And now we're going to do intermediate carved filigree. Third place, Mira Data. And then we have, again, how much pure, I guess? It says my COVID lockdown. That's kind of humorous, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. And we have Erwin Bragg. Let's get a little close-up of that work. And then we have Linda Schaefer. And this was a Judges Award. That one was third place. I think when we said Mira Data was third. Let me see if I said that was third. And then we have a second place, which is right here. And this is Kelly Jo Miller. Let's get a close-up. See that work. And then we have Elizabeth Primo. This is done by hand. This is hand chipping, actually. So it's called All Chipped Out. And it got a first place. And then Kubina. Geraldine. And then we have Renee. And then we have a Judges Award for Barbara Arnold. Intermediate Pyography. We see that first place, Hamas Pure, has a blue ribbon, followed by, you can see Cheryl in the background has a third. And then we're going to be a second place with Rubina. Now to summarize the intermediate category winners, starting with Pyography, Hamaspur. Filigree, Chip Carving, Elizabeth Primo. Functional, Linda Schaefer. Painted, colored, Stacy Day. Fiber, coiling, Suki. Anything Goes, Barbara Arnold. Sharon Scanoff, first place, sculpture. Novice. This is our beginning people, novice. And this is Anything Goes in Novice. It's the first place, Dottie Matthews. Good, novice. Excellent work. And this is Anything Goes in Novice. It's the first place, Dottie Matthews. Good, novice. Excellent work. And then we have novice division, coiling, fiber. And this is a first place, Gwen Powell. knotless netting. And then we have painted or colored. We have Dottie Matthews got a third place. And I see that nice and close, that work. And then we have Beatrice Felix, who got a second place. Nice work. And then we have Jerry Fleischer, and this got a first place. So let's get a nice look at that. Functional wearable, first place winner, Beatrice Felix. Beatrice won first place in the functional category, but she also won for the division overall. So this is, and then we have Jerry Fleischer, got a second place. I believe that's a purse. And then we have, now to carving and filigree, Dottie Matthews got a lovely third place. First place, Beatrice. And then we have Gwen Powell got a second place. And then we have Biography. April Greenberg got a second place. Get a nice close-up on that one. And then we have Jerry Fleischer got a first place. Again, I believe that's a purse. In Biography, Jerry got a first place. Beatrice, first place, carving filigree. Beatrice won a first place for functional or wearable. Jerry won a first place for painted or colored. Gwen Powell won a first place for weaving, and this is knotless netting. In novice, anything goes, Dottie Matthews got a first place. Now, Amelie did a beautiful, like, is it a fairy house or something like that? And she won a judge's award. She won a participant, a first place, and another judge's award. So that's a lot of awards. She's 13 years old. And this is Allie, and she won a second place and a participant. And then we have, these are youth division. Third place is Claire.
Slapping me when you tell me that.
And then, okay, now this is our children's section, teen and younger. And this is Olivia's, and Olivia's how old?
Olivia is 7.
She's 7 years old, and she lives, I guess, in Vista.
Yes.
And Robeson is her name, and she got participant. And this is a birdhouse. And look at the good color. You did a good job. I hope you're proud of yourself. Because look at you at this table with all these other people. You did a good job. Proud. I love the color, and I like the little embellishment with the beads. And then we have Charlotte. And that got a participant. And there's a baseball. Yay, that's so cute. And then that was by Zane. And Cooper got a judge's award. And then Charlotte got a, look at that. That's just a color. And we have a first place under, what's it? Oh, this is youth. What's the other one? This was Youth Division Teen, and this is Youth Division maybe younger. Maybe it's younger. And then we have Benjamin Avery. Did this. This is a first place. I think it's probably a rain stick. And then we have Nicole Ryan, a Desert Stream. And then we have second place, Zane. So very good job. This year we have a memorial section. It's Kelly Delp, and her family was kind enough to allow members to take some of her work and display it for you today. So this is really lovely. Like I said, we haven't done this before, so it's kind of new. Hope we'll do it more in the future. But look at the beautiful work this lady did. This is special category. This category is for gourd work completed in a class or by tutorial. Okay, so special category, novice level, complex class gourds. It's a first place, Debbie Perry. They take a class, so they can't. It's a different category, and they are not eligible for best of show or anything. Valerie Cameron got a second place. And then we have Barbara Arnold. This is special category, intermediate level, simple class. This was done by Hamaspur. We have Kubina. And then we have Deborah. And then we have a first place, Linda Schaefer. And then we have a third place, Renee. Yay, Renee! She was on my team, and we were judging. Yay, yay. This is, again, special category, intermediate level, complex class gourds. So we have Cheryl. We have Tammy. We have Barbara Arnold. Remember, these were in classes. This is a judge's choice. And then we have second place for Linda Schaefer. And if you can see inside, this will show, look at that. Duplicated inside. And this is a third place. Very nicely executed. You see dolls, you can do a doll, but you got to do something different with it. And this is certainly nicely accessorized, embellishments, layering, just a really nice job, Suji. Proud of yourself. And this is Miss Pura. This is, of course, excellent, excellent. Come on. Very nice class. Take a class, and you did a really good job of what you took in the class. And then we have Kathleen White. This is special category, Advanced Masters. Deborah, this is a first place. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is something, isn't it? And then we have Stacy with bubbles. Yay. There we go, so we get to see how that works. And this is Dom. And then we have Karen. A second. Dom was a third place. Let's make sure we got that. And this is a second place. Looks like it's cracked, doesn't it? But they put that in there. That's really interesting, Karen. And then Deborah. This is a second place. And then we have a third place. Well, let's get closer because that's kind of far away. Like a bird bath. Isn't that cute, Evie? And then we have Stacy Holtz got a first place with this magnificent giraffe. Very nicely done. Okay, so now we have different awards. So this one was Andy Hartgrove won American Gourd Society Award. This is the first place for the American Gourd Society, and I think that is absolutely phenomenal. And then we have over here, we have People's Choice Award, which was, this is my favorite. Richard Martin, look at that. And I want you to recognize something. When they cut off his butt, his back is actually a kiwi. And there's the butt cut off of a kiwi. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this is the kiwi. And this got a second place, a People's Choice Award. Absolutely. We love it, and especially his rear end. The kiwi butt, everybody. The kiwi butt. Was that a last minute idea, or had you thought you'd really like to do that?
I did a kiwi for my friend Cynthia. Or actually, I did a kiwi because I grabbed it here and I was like, this needs to be a kiwi.
Yeah.
And then Cynthia bought it and I was like, maybe I should do a kiwi bird and make it a kiwi bird.
or fruit. And you know, when they were judging, they had it set more an angle that
I
thought,
fell
all
in love
saw
with it.
was this, and I go, oh, that's so pretty.
And then we have Karen Fitterer, and she won a second place, but she also won Welburn Gourd Farm Award. So that Welburn Award, and now this was the best of show. Here we go with the best of show.
Best of show and best of division.
Yeah. Let's get these all in. Let's get a nice close-up. I want to show. Oh, okay.
Mary Lou Jenkins, Best of Masters. Chrissy Miller, Best of the Advanced Division. Best of Intermediate Division, Barbara Arnold. Beatrice Felix, Best of Novice Division. Gretchen Martin won the People's Choice, and this is a kiwi. And look at his butt's a kiwi. People's Choice. Karen Fitterer won a special award. The Welburn owners get to give a special award, and she won it. Andy Hartgrove received the California Gourd Society Special Award. Congratulations, Mary Lou Jenkins, for winning Best of Show. It is a wonderful piece. You can be proud.